When you receive stock from suppliers, you record this in Infusion by receipting and invoicing the purchase order. Purchase order product receipts need a packing slip number and can be entered with or without a supplier invoice. Go to Suppliers and then Purchase Orders on the main menu and locate the correct order. Use the Spill button at the end of the line and select Receipt and Invoice. If you are only receiving the stock and aren't processing the supplier invoice yet, unselect the Enter Invoice option. Enter the date you received the items. The person receiving the stock will be the logged-in user, or you can select another person from the drop-down menu. The information in this field comes from your staff records. Enter a product receipt number if required, or leave blank and Infusion will generate a receipt number. You can use the Notes field to add relevant information. Enter the packing slip number, as this is a required field. If you are invoicing at the same time, complete the invoice fields. Enter the invoice date and the payment due date calculates automatically, based on the terms set against the supplier's account, and can be edited. Enter your order number, the supplier invoice number, and the invoice total. Enter freight and rounding. The variance figure will update as you receive product lines, and it must be at 0 to post the receipt. The line item rates field is pre-filled by details from the purchase order and can't be changed. The receipt will display the items in the purchase order. You can add more than one purchase order to the same receipt by selecting Add Purchase Orders. Select the checkbox next to the orders you want to include, and then Add Selected. Check that the information on the product line matches what you ordered. As you enter the number of units received, other fields will update. The purchase order line status will change to Received if the ordered and received quantities match. If all of the items have arrived, you can select Receive All, or if most of the items have arrived, you can select Receive All and then edit any lines for items that were only partially received. You can undo this action by selecting Undo Receive All. When the receipt and invoice are ready, select Post, or use the hotkey combination Alt-P, then select Confirm. If you have only received some of the expected items, the purchase order will show the status of part filled and part invoiced. When the remaining items arrive, come back to the purchase order to complete a new receipt and invoice.